Hi, friends! Welcome back to Pod English. Today, we are going to do something fun and very useful. We will practice small talk. These are short, friendly conversations with strangers. Small talk is how we start talking to people we don't know. It is how we make friends. It is how we connect. It's not about the topics. It's about starting a conversation, breaking the ice, okay? And feeling comfortable with new people. In this episode, I will take you with me as I go through my day and talk to many strangers. In a cafe, on a train, at a conference, in a park, at the gym, and more. I will use 50 different small talk starters. Listen carefully. Shadow my voice. You will have time to repeat after me. Notice how natural I sound. Are you ready? Let's begin. It's 8 a.m. I walk into my favorite coffee shop. There is a long queue, a long line. I smile at the person next to me. He is a young man with a laptop bag. I say, "Busy morning, isn't it?" "Busy morning, isn't it?" He laughs and says, "Yes, I'm already tired, and it's only 8." I ask, "Do you come here often?" "Do you come here often?" He replies, "Almost every day. They make the best cappuccino here." They make the best cappuccino here. I say, "I love the smell of fresh coffee." I love the smell of fresh coffee. He says, "What do you usually order?" What do you usually order? He says, "Flat white. What about you?" Flat white. What about you? And I say, "Latte, always." Then we reach the counter. While waiting for our drinks, I ask, "Are you heading to work?" Are you heading to work? He says, "Yes, I work at the tech company down the street." I work at the tech company down the street. Then, looking out the window, I say, "The weather's nice today, isn't it?" The weather's nice today, isn't it? And he says, "It is. Finally, some sunshine." It is. Finally, some sunshine. Later, I take a train to another city. I sit next to an older woman reading a novel. I ask, "That book looks interesting. What is it about?" That book looks interesting. What is it about? She replies, "It's a mystery. Keeps me guessing." It's a mystery. Keeps me guessing. Then I say, "Do you like reading on trains?" Do you like reading on trains? And she says, "Oh, yes. It makes the time go faster." Oh, yes. It makes the time go faster. Then I ask, "Is this your usual route?" Is this your usual route? Then she says, "Yes, I visit my daughter every Wednesday." Yes, I visit my daughter every Wednesday. We both look out the window. Then I say, "The countryside is beautiful, isn't it?" The countryside is beautiful, isn't it? And she says, "It really is. I love this view." It really is. I love this view. Then she asks, "Are you traveling for work or fun?" I say, "A bit of both. You?" "A bit of both. You?" She says, "Just visiting family." Just visiting family. Then I arrive at a small business conference. There are many people I don't know. I see a man standing alone with a coffee. I say, "Hi, I don't think we've met yet." I don't think we've met yet. He says, "Hello, I'm David. Great to meet you." Hello, I'm David. Great to meet you. Then I ask, "What brings you here today?" What brings you here today? He replies, "I'm here to learn about marketing trends." I'm here to learn about marketing trends. Then he asks, "Have you been to this event before?" Have you been to this event before? Then I reply, "No, first time. And you?" "No, first time. And you?" He says, "Same here." Same here. It means me too. Then I say, "The speaker was really good, wasn't he?" The speaker was really good, wasn't he? And he says, "Yes, very inspiring." Yes, very inspiring. He asks, "Are you based in this city?" Are you based in this city? I say, "Yes, I live just 10 minutes away." I live just 10 minutes away. Then I move to another group talking about their work. I ask a woman, "How did you get into this field?" How did you get into this field? She says, "Oh, it's a long story. I started as a teacher." Oh, it's a long story. I started as a teacher. What do you enjoy most about your job? She replies, "I love working with people." I love working with people. All right. Then in the afternoon, I go for a walk in a park. I sit on a bench next to a man with a dog. I ask, "Your dog is so cute. What's his name?" Your dog is so cute. What's his name? He replies, "Thanks. His name is Max." Thanks. His name is Max. Then I ask, "Is he friendly with other dogs?" Is he friendly with other dogs? He replies, "Yes, very friendly." Very friendly. Then I say, "Do you come here every day?" Do you come here every day? He says, "Almost. It's his favorite place." Almost. It's his favorite place. Then he says, "It's a perfect day for a walk." It's a perfect day for a walk. And I say, Absolutely. Not too hot, not too cold. Absolutely. Not too hot, not too cold. Then I ask, have you lived in this area long? Have you lived in this area long? He says, about 5 years now. About 5 years now. Then, as I continue walking, I sit next to an older lady feeding birds. I say, they seem hungry today. They seem hungry today. She laughs and says, they always are. They always are. Then I ask, do you come here to relax? Do you come here to relax? She says, yes. I love watching the birds. I love watching the birds. Then, in the evening, I go to the gym. While stretching, I talk to the person next to me. Do you come here often? Do you come here often? He says, 3 times a week. You? 3 times a week. You? I say, yeah, twice a week. Then I say, this class is harder than I expected. This class is harder than I expected. He says, tell me about it. My legs are shaking. Tell me about it. My legs are shaking. Then I ask, how long have you been training? How long have you been training? He says, about 6 months. About 6 months. Then I ask, do you have a favorite workout? Do you have a favorite workout? He says, I like cardio. What about you? I like cardio. What about you? I say, I prefer weights. I prefer weights. Then I say, it feels great after a good workout, doesn't it? It feels great after a good workout, doesn't it? Then he says, yes, even if we're tired. Yes, even if we're tired. All right. Then I go to a small restaurant with shared tables. I sit next to a couple I don't know. I say, the food smells amazing, doesn't it? The food smells amazing, doesn't it? She says, oh yes, I'm starving. Oh yes, I'm starving. Then I ask, have you tried this place before? Have you tried this place before? They say, no, it's our first time. No, it's our first time. Then they ask, any recommendations on the menu? Any recommendations on the menu? Then I say, the pasta is delicious. The pasta is delicious. Then I ask, are you from around here? Are you from around here? They reply, yeah, we live nearby. Yeah, we live nearby. Then I say, it's nice to meet new people like this. It's nice to meet new people like this. Then they say, it really is. I like the shared tables. It really is. I like the shared tables. Later, I stop at a small cafe because it's raining. A woman next to me looks at the weather outside. She says, "Crazy weather, isn't it?" Crazy weather, isn't it? And I say, "Yes, it was sunny an hour ago." It was sunny an hour ago. Then I say, "Perfect weather for a hot drink." Perfect weather for a hot drink. And she says, "Exactly, nothing better." Exactly, nothing better. Then I ask, "Are you waiting for someone?" Are you waiting for someone? And she says, "No, just hiding from the rain." No, just hiding from the rain. Then she asks, "Do you live in this neighborhood?" Do you live in this neighborhood? And I say, "Yeah, just a few streets away." Yeah, just a few streets away. Then I say, "I like the cozy vibe here." I like the cozy vibe here. She says, "Me too. It's very relaxing." Me too. It's very relaxing. Next week, I travel for work. While waiting for my flight, I sit next to a man reading a magazine. I ask, "Are you traveling for business or holiday?" Are you traveling for business or holiday? He says, "Business. You?" Business. You? And I say, "Business too." Business too. I ask, "Is this your first time flying with this airline?" Is this your first time flying with this airline? And he says, "Yeah, I usually fly another one." Yeah, I usually fly another one. He asks, "Do you like flying?" Do you like flying? And I say, "Not really, but it's fast." Not really, but it's fast. I ask, "Where are you heading?" Where are you heading? He says, "To Berlin." And you? I say, "Rome." Then I say, "Long layovers are the worst, aren't they?" Long layovers are the worst, aren't they? And he says, "Totally agree." Totally agree. Okay, my friend, that's it. More than 50 small talk starters, all used naturally in real situations. We talked in a cafe, on a train, at a conference, in a park, at the gym, at a restaurant, and at the airport. Remember, small talk is not about what you say, it's about starting a connection, okay? It's about being curious, friendly, and open. Most people are happy to talk. They just need a little push. So, next time you meet someone new, try one of these starters. Say it with a smile. Listen to their answer. Ask a question. And let the conversation grow. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. Keep practicing with me. Keep shadowing my voice. And soon, small talk will feel easy and natural. I'm Kim, and this is Pod English. Until next time, keep practicing, keep learning, and keep believing in yourself.